Right, the event is called Exeter Classical Music Event, and what we're trying to do is celebrate classical music, but not forget that just because we live in the 21st century, we have to discard classical music as such. But what I think we want to show that classical music can be adapted to today's world. We both know that productions with big orchestras are ludicrously expensive and are expensive for the public to come and attend. Our event allows for the public to come in effectively for free. We've raised money through a number of means, part of it National Lottery, the Arts Council, effectively, the Exeter City Council as well, and a number of other sponsors like Time+Space, which allowed us to create this event for the general public to be free at a voluntary donation to then help us to produce it next year again. But we've got orchestras coming from pretty much all over the UK. We've got JUTP, which is a joined up thinking project by Fiona, which is a 44-piece string orchestra coming to play for an hour. And they will also have the Dalek from BBC's Doctor Who coming over for the day to upstage me and everybody else playing on the day. We're then going to have Arnold Camerata Wind Quintet coming down. We're going to have Nightly Quartet from Exeter coming to perform as well. We're going to have Devil's Ensemble, which is a little surprise, coming over from all the way from Eastern Europe, which has been created about 2 months ago. And of course at 5 o'clock we're going to have the premiere of the Requiem for the Lost. We're also hoping to see a lot of young composers there on the day, because we're running a competition looking for best young composer in Devon and Southwest, aged between the age of 16 to the age of 25, and who will write a new symphony or requiem or opera or whatever they want to write effectively for next year to be performed by Tristver Harmony, which is this virtual setup next year. And also win a £500 cash prize. And what we will do for them is they'll be allowed to come here and work with me on the project for free. I will give them the support, show them how the technology works, help them to produce it, and together we will make the new symphony, whichever they write. And we will also help them to effectively get their first recording of their work properly done and mastered for them on a CD or DVD, dependent if we're doing an animation for it as well, which will depend on the size of the project. But that it will be the top prize effectively for the winning composer. So it's for anybody between the age of 16 to 25 to effectively come and compete for this prize. We've got judges from Exeter University, the Board of Composers, and a lot of other people who will be involved judging their works. But we welcome any type of classical music, be it contemporary, be it avant-garde, or be it a new Bach. We won't mind. We want to hear all of them. So that will be after the event for next year. Now, the evening is a wind-down, really. There's going to be, obviously, Timepiece providing drinks. We've got Piper's Farm doing food. So whether you're hungry or whether you're thirsty, you're cared for throughout the whole day. And in the evening we're going to have lively music, finishing off with non-classical, which is the idea of composer Prokofiev, which is actually a grandson of the old composer Prokofiev, which some of you might have heard of. And they'll be performing an arrangement called non-classical on our classical music event, which is taking classical music into the DJ world and working with DJing technology and a live string orchestra together, which should be very interesting. And that will be then towards the wrap-up time at 10 o'clock, and we will be closing the doors at 11 o'clock, hoping to empty the courtyard by midnight. So it's obviously a day filled with a lot of excitement, and if anybody has any questions, I will be hovering around throughout the whole day with a big TMP t-shirt on my back, so it will be hard to miss me. We will also have people from Time+Space on hand who obviously sponsor us, and they will have their own tent there, so they can talk to you about virtual technology, digital technology, any virtual instruments, audio engines and things like that. They're absolutely brilliant in that, so you can come over and talk to them in the tent. We will also have a trial tent set up for anybody to come over and try to conduct things themselves and give it a shot. It's not as easy as it seems, because we're all used to having a tempo given to us in some form or shape. Obviously here you're giving the tempo yourself constantly, and the smallest adjustment gets picked up by the system, and before you know it you can really slow down or really speed up, and the whole piece can fall apart. So that will be a chance for the youngsters there. And as I already said, we're going to have theme tunes throughout the day and film tunes and things like that. So it's going to be quite exciting day really, and it's all free voluntary donation. 10% of all the donations will be given to Maria Carey Cancer Care, because this piece is written in memory of my mum. She passed away from pancreatic cancer, which is one of the most underfunded types of cancer, but ironically the biggest killer in the world. And the Requiem for the Lost as a piece describes a journey from the time you find out the diagnosis till the time of death, and a part of the aftermath afterwards, finishing effectively with the funeral march in the appendix, effectively, and that's the end of the piece. We're going to have animation provided by Alex James Hyde, my partner, who's drawing all the artworks for it and the animation, helping to visualize really what I was thinking of when I was writing these pieces. So we're hoping to see as many of you there. You're all very kindly invited. I will be hovering around if anybody wants to ask me any questions, and I'm really looking forward to see as many of you there as possible. Thank you very much, guys.